The key line from a political ally of Matt Hancock speaking to the political editor of The Times, Stephen Swinford, is this. Matt's of the view that we must embrace popular culture rather than looking down on reality TV. We should see it for what it is, a powerful tool to get our message heard by younger generations. That's the rationale of Matt Hancock. It might be twaddle. He might just be doing it for the money. He probably needs the money, doesn't he? I'd have thought. I don't know. What's he up to? Do you need a more sophisticated treatment than that? Do we need to go in deeper? Do you need a 20-minute monologue on Matt Hancock's decision to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? What is he up to? 03456060973. I'll tell you what I think, what I really, really think. I think, and there's always, when you say things like the thing I'm about to say, there is always the danger that when you point a finger at somebody, there are three fingers pointing back at you. Yeah? It's like a form of projection. I learned that in therapy. Someone points a finger at you, there's three fingers pointing back at them. So the things I am about to accuse Matt Hancock of, I am probably not exactly innocent of myself. I think I am, but that's kind of the point. I suspect Matt Hancock's self-image, the way he thinks of himself and the way he thinks other people see him, is approximately 47,000 light years away from how we actually see Matt Hancock. I can't come up with a better explanation. Luckily, I don't have to, because I'm going to invite you to fill in the gaps in a moment. In fact, I'll invite you to do it now. The number is 03456060973. But I think Matt Hancock believes that he will win over the hearts and minds of the population, because he's lived in this Tory bubble now for so long that he thinks that is reality. There aren't many people who are going to get a dose of reality by going on reality TV. It's a bit of a misnomer. There is not much resemblance to reality for 10 people living in a makeshift camp in the middle of an Australian jungle, being challenged to jump off high platforms and eat various bugs and genitalia of exotic animals. But Matt Hancock thinks that because he managed to rise in David Cameron's cabinet or serve in Theresa May's cabinet, the skills that he needed to thrive and succeed, ending up as Secretary of State for Health, no less. God, he did my holiday cover as well, didn't he? So one of my holiday covers is now Chancellor of the Exchequer, and the other is going into the jungle to eat kangaroo testicles. There's a lesson there somewhere. There's a moral. God knows what it is. But I cry, people would be queuing up to do next year's, won't they? So he is persuaded that because he has succeeded in politics, so he will succeed in the jungle. And he thinks that because he can charm constituency associations or negotiate his way through a tricky interview with an interviewer, he honestly thinks, and also, you know, he that lady fell for him, didn't he? The woman he was having an affair with. He thinks he's a bit of a dude, I think, Matt Hancock. When you look at him, he thinks he's Cheeky Matt. He thinks he's Cheeky Matty Hancock, you know, and just a little bit. He probably thinks he'll get a game show out of it. He'll do a quick turn in the jungle, and the next thing you know, he just needs to find a sidekick. He'll be the new Anton Deck. Who would be his sidekick? I dread to think, frankly. Cummings? Matt and Dom? Dick and Dom. That's not fair. 13 minutes after 12 is the time. So I think he honestly believes, I think he honestly sees it as a career move, and that he will somehow woo the great British public with his charm and charisma. I don't know if we're going to get many calls from people who know Matt Hancock, but it'd be interesting to know whether they think he's going to woo the British public with his charm and charisma. So that's question number one. What's he up to? What do you reckon? What's Matt Hancock's thinking? If you had a direct line into what passes for Matt Hancock's brain, what do you think you would find there this afternoon? 03456060973. And then there's a serious question, which is, does this actually matter? Because I'm a great one for guarding against the knee-jerk. I don't know whether you've picked up on this in recent years, but even this morning where, choosing our words carefully, really reluctant to use the F word to talk about Suella Braverman, even though all the evidence was really in support of that direction. It's outrageous. He's going into the jungle. What about his constituents? You go there because it's a popular and obvious response. But in the really great scheme of things, does it really matter? I mean, is it possible to actually put a positive spin on this rather than simply to take the mickey and to say, actually, it will introduce a politician to a whole new generation of people. Say what you like about Matt Hancock. He's nowhere near as awful as Nadine Dorries. So possibly, I'm reaching, I grant you, but it's not impossible, is it? It's not beyond the realms of all possibility that seeing someone that they saw very much front and centre. I don't know why I'm saying they. That's quite snobby, isn't it? We watched the Jungle one. I'll be watching it this year more than ever because I know someone in it, as I said. But I guess I'm saying they for people who aren't dealing with politics and politicians all the time, whereas we are. So people watching this, will it possibly serve some benefit? Will it do some good? 0345 6060 973 is the number you need. Number one, what do you reckon he's up to, little Matty Hancock? Is he bidding for sort of, I don't know, maybe Stephen Mulhern should be worried. Big fan of Stephen Mulhern. He's getting a lot of work at the moment. Maybe little Matty Hancock's going to come up on the outside lane and bag a couple of quiz shows. I think you're all right, Stephen. And if you're not, you've always got the magic to fall back on. If Matt Hancock nicks all your light entertainment work after a triumphant emergence from the jungle, I reckon you'll be all right. But what else? I mean, what is he up to? It's a mad one, this, actually. The more I think about it, the more you wonder what on earth is going on in his mind. I know what I'll do. How can there be no one in his circle? What's that, Matt? I'm going to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. You come again? I'm going to do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And there's no one in his circle that would just go, mate, shut up. That's incredible, right? Not long ago, you were quite a serious frontline politician. I grant you, it didn't go well, what with getting caught snogging your mistress in the office and talking absolute balderdash about what you'd done at the outset of that. But, do you reckon it's all because Rishi Sunak snubbed him the other day? Did you see that footage? Sunak jumps out of the car after he's got the nod to be Prime Minister. He starts hugging people, shaking hands. Look great. He's like, hey, woohoo. And then Hancock's there with his little grin and he sort of moves his way, he gets his way to the front of the crowd, getting ready for, shall I go in for the hug? Shall I go in for the handshake? Is it going to be a hug? Is it going to be a handshake? Is it going to be a handshake? Is it going to be a hug, handshake, hug? Oh my God, he's just walked past me and blanked me completely. If you haven't watched that footage, look it up. It was actually hilarious. Maybe that was the moment, because the producers would have been on the phone for a while, I imagine. They ring around furiously, speak to a couple of hundred people before they whittle it down to the final 10. Some tell them where to go, some express an interest, some haggle over, they all haggle over money. So Hancock there, when he was snubbed by Rishi Sunak, he realised he wasn't going to be able to do a Michael Gove. There's no way back for the Hancock, as he almost certainly calls himself in private. There's no way back for the Hancock. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ring those jolly old TV producers back, and I am going to be the king of the jungle.